All right, everyone. How about we try this again? So hello and welcome back to the Pomera tribe. And as you guys saw last time, we did not manage to make it all the way to the jungle. In fact, we got on the correct teleportation pad. We got everybody all lined up. We spent forever breeding up the genetics that we really were hoping to be able to use in the jungle. And then we made the big jump. We did the big scary thing and we were rewarded with a normal island. That really took me by surprise. I went through some other save files just to double triple check, and sure enough, the grassland in every other save file I went in took us straight to a half grass, half jungle area. I didn't peek too much. I just wanted to make sure it actually worked. I went through and deleted like several saves. I jumped over to the flower island, then I jumped over through the grass port, and everywhere else took me to the jungle, but not here. Not here. Most of you guys got it when we ended up blaming it on Clay/Tata. He is now permanently become the trickster god of our niche creatures for now on. Just like Doli will always be the seer of the sea, and she will always be the one that we remember for being able to stare into the tide pools or collect up the clams and be able to see the future. So we've got a lot of creatures like the cookie trees, for instance, or I should say like the trees, and Chocolate Chip. Do you guys remember her, our little cookie creature, and the cookie tree that we had with her family tree? She will always be the guardian of the trees to me/Chocolate Chip. And then Doli will always be like the guardian of the tide pools, and Tata/Clay will always be the trickster god, and that is why we blamed things on him yesterday when it all went wrong. And if you guys were in our Easter egg niche stream that we had this weekend, then you saw how often we were invoking his name as well, so it was pretty fun. But yeah, we're here. We're not where we wanted to go. We're not at the jungle. But a lot of you guys have said that this is a blessing in disguise because we have a lot of creatures who would be absolutely destroyed if we tried to go to the jungle. Especially when it comes to the creatures that don't have any attack and they don't have any sort of defense with stealth, and that would be creatures like Islala here, that would be like Nukoko, that would be Maliko, who happens to be the only one who is still carrying our immunity D gene. So I don't want to spend very long here, but I think maybe a day or two of breeding here may be a good idea. If we work quickly, we may even be able to leave the island today. Who knows? We're gonna have to see. But I thought about it, I read through all of your comments, and it seems like what we really want to do is make sure everybody has some sort of stripes. Apparently I get mixed see, the dots increase camouflage in jungle biomes is what people say, and then we have the stripes, which work well when hiding in grass. I think stripes are what you really want to go for. And then there are the warning dots, which makes an animal look poisonous. And apparently there's 3 types of apes in the jungle, and the apes each have a different thing that they will avoid, and they each have a different thing that they will attack. So none of those combinations of patterns are technically better than the rest, apparently, because the different apes will attack the different ones and avoid the different ones. So I'm not really sure which pattern we really want, but I know we don't want to have no pattern creatures with us, and I know we need to step up our attack. A lot of people are saying it's great to have some runners to be able to just run away and keep running away, but eventually you have to have a baby and you have to defend it for a minute, and you have to be able to turn around and try to fight back, because if you don't, those apes will live for like 80 turns and you could have your entire tribe wiped out. I would like to mount a little bit more of a defensive than that. So what we are going to do is we are going to try to get some creatures that will have at least 5 to 6 attack. I've heard that the minimum is 5 that you really want to have. We don't really have that yet. In fact, like Kokora here doesn't even have any way to defend herself, so we probably would be destroyed. We're just really fast little berry pickers. So we're going to shift gears a little bit, and I want to be able to put in Velvet Paw to have more stealth, because apparently that's super important. Much more important than having the berry picking ability. And I'm thinking it might be worth it to try to have some creatures with spiky body and some creatures with more strength, but we might try to make 2 entirely different groups. So we have the Velvet Paw and we have warning dots over here. Let's start sorting it into pairs that we would breed together. So if I wanted to make a stronger creature with Kokora here, then I would probably want her to have maybe another Velvet Paw so that she could have better stealth, and I would probably want her to have horns. And then otherwise, I think she pretty much has what we want. She has lean body, she has a big nose, that stinky tail. So there's Sissy, who's a male that we could breed her with. Oh gosh, we brought a lot of females. Right here, okay. She might not have, like, they might share bee immunity. Yeah, that might share bee immunity. But that would be like a direct sibling. We brought a lot of females, kind of by accident. Oh, here we go, Iluvon. So I think Iluvon might be the one for her. H and B, G and A. So yeah, I'm sorry guys. I know I said we were going to like skedaddle. We weren't going to stay here. We were going to get moving. But I think that this is probably the better idea because a lot of you guys are saying we would be completely destroyed if we went to the jungle. And I'm going to try to keep it a max of 2 days here. So enough apologizing and more baby having. Let's see. They both have velvet paw. They both have nimble fingers. And let's see. He has normal body. So we're gonna go for somebody, they'll have like camouflage cover for sure. We'll throw in the fluffy tail because she doesn't have a fluffy tail, and we'll build a nest. And there we go on that one. And then over here, Racola has the poison fangs, which some of you guys say to leave there because there are normal type predators on the island as well that we will probably want to keep those with to defend ourselves. I think we want her to have a fluffy tail child as well. They came to go to the jungle and instead they're going to end up being breeding stock. I'm sorry guys. And we would want her to have probably that velvet paw. So probably the exact same traits. And who should she mate with? Let's see, B and H immunity on Nukir here. C and A, so she can mate with him. And then she can pop right up here and just like settle in and have a baby too. So we've got 2 babies already, just straight off the bat. We already have a fluffy tail here. Let's see. And we've got B and H, B and C, B and H, G and A. So we probably want to have Islala go ahead and become a mate of Iluvon as well. So he's got a lot of mates all of a sudden. Sorry, buddy. Oh no, and I should have switched that around so she could have his baby too. So we'll send him in. He suddenly has become a father several times over, and we'll send him in to start like clearing stuff away, trying to prepare. We still have a couple other females like Koasana, who is very attractive to me, and I would be more interested in having a strong child, so a child who perhaps would have claw. And I'm actually thinking, because a lot of you guys say that spiky body helps a lot because every time you get attacked you do damage back. So I think we'll go ahead and we'll put in spiky body for her child as well. But who should she have a baby with? Let's see, it could be Jagar. Oh my, it looks like Iluvon, the prince, G and A, B and H. It looks like Iluvon is like the best choice for everybody. So Koasani is going to come over here. And I guess she can just settle in. We'll have her get pregnant as well. So lots of babies about to be born. And I think this is going to be the saving grace for Milako, because I do think that you guys are right, and she probably would have ended up dying if we took her to the jungle. So apparently she probably would have lived like a few very brief turns, but then she would have been completely eaten up. She's like a little cinnamon bun that all of the apes would have just smelled and come running for. So thankfully, we'll be able to keep her around long enough to try to get that immunity D in. And I think we'll have her possibly try to have some big, strong children as well, because she already has like the big body and active ram horns. She's got D and G immunity. So there we go. Jagar can help her have a child, perhaps. So we'll go ahead and let him mate with her. He can come on up, start clearing out some areas. She'll start wiggling her way over there. Nuroku can come over. And Sissy... I think Sissy would probably have a fast child. She's already got lean body. She has big nose. So who would we have her mate with? Is it going to be Iluvon? This is going to get to be a really quickly connected family tree. B and C immunity, C and H. This is going to get a really quickly connected family tree if I keep this up. But let's see. She has fluffy tail. Maybe Iluvon as well. I think we may have her try for those velvet pod children. So she can go ahead and also have a nest. So here we go, guys. I'm so sorry that we're doing this again. I know probably upset a lot of you because we really were going to go to the jungle, but then everything changed. Then we just ended up with like this fleet of pregnant females. They just decided, I mean, I guess it makes sense from their point of view. Jagar said, let's go to the new land. And they're in a new land. They just had no idea this isn't the land they were supposed to go to. So let's see what we're going to end up with in terms of fluffy tailed babies. And hopefully everybody will have velvet paw and stinky tailed children, and we can get the whole fleet of them up and going, have a few good defenders that can breed tons of healthy babies, and we will move on. All right. Oh my gosh. What am I going to do with you? You are like double velvet paw and feeding from the bottom, and you have hemophilia and a swimming tail. Gosh darn, we're right back where we started. Maybe I should have just kept running because we just... did we mutate at all? Did somebody have... No, I didn't need that mutation though. Oh, she got velvet paw. Gosh darn it. I don't know, guys. I'm feeling so discouraged about this, but we're just gonna soldier on. I just want to reassure you guys, I'm not trying to make this harder on us on purpose. This is just the way it rolled. All right, so let's have some babies. I'm not sure about this. We're gonna send some of the males out, like Nukiota. We'll send him out to go and start searching for some food. Let's give it a good sniff. And then he can try to find some spots, like here is a rabbit burrow. He can try to find some spots where we can possibly get some food. Thankfully, we have a lot of healthy creatures who can work on, there we go, who can work on trying to collect up food resources. Jagar, I really love. I want to make sure that he has lots and lots of cool kids. But yeah, we can work on trying to collect up food resources. The females can share a whole bunch of these nests. It'll work out. All right, we'll clear the grass away here. We'll keep an eye on our babies. I think Sissy will go ahead and step over, maybe get ready to have another baby. I have no problem making a ton of temporary nests really quickly because I'm pretty desperate to make sure that we can just get a move on when the time comes. We'll let those two try having another baby. Isla, I think I was going to try to have a stronger child with her. And Ricola has lean body, and I want her to have a stronger child as well. Who could she possibly mate with? Jagar has B and C. I think I want her A and B. B and C. Huh. I really did kind of back myself into a corner with Iluvan here, having tons and tons of kids. Jagar, B and C, and then C and A. You know what, Ricola? I'm going to go ahead and just let you mate with him. I'm sort of desperate. We're just going to start throwing the genetics around for a second. All right, there we go. And I'm going to have Kosiana kind of wait for just a minute because she is going to try to have a stronger baby. Isla, wonderful. We found a little bit of food right over here. And Milako, we do need to have lots of babies. Yeah, she's so slow. I think you guys are right. We would have ended up killing her if we took her to the jungle. Oh, settling on a new island, having a baby boom. Let's go ahead and see what we end up with round 2. A melanistic creature. Why? Oh my gosh. All right, we'll do this. And if we just don't have the ones that we need, then we'll figure out a way to move on. But we have a little melanistic baby girl named Ressi, and she does have double velvet paw. Some of you guys have said that the melanistic creatures actually are fantastic for being able to take to the next island and hide in the jungle. Apparently they're supposed to be really good. Melanism's a great trait to have in the jungle. I don't know, maybe I should have just moved on. I think maybe we should have just moved on and done our best. Maybe this will give us... I'll give it a couple more tries. None of the babies that are being born are with the traits that we're really going for. Mimi has them, but she doesn't have stinky tail. She doesn't have stinky tail. She has a lean body, though. I don't know. We'll have to see. Sorry, guys. I'm just all over the place right now because this isn't quite what I was expecting. All right, let's have our strong females. Go ahead. Come here, little one. Little niece, you come over here. And then we'll have Big Sissy step over here. And we'll have Milako come down here. I don't know if there's any birds on this island. The crabbits are new. We haven't seen them in ages. But I want to be a little careful. And we'll let Koasana step in here. And maybe we'll have more luck if we try more defensive things. So let's go with a spiky bodied child. And let's go with Claw. And just see if that's going to help us out a little bit more. All right, and then we're going to have some of our males really focus on material gathering. and clearing a path. Oh, look at this. And we found a permanent nest. Wonderful. Material gathering, clearing a path, and we can start gathering up food in just a moment here. Luvan, you basically are like the father of everybody lately, but that should be okay. There's a nice tree over here that we can start looking for berries under. So, all right, I'm recovering. I'm a little disappointed, but that's okay. I think going to the jungle would have been absolute death anyway, so maybe this is for the best. All right, we're going to keep an eye on all the babies. I don't know if there's birds, but I don't feel comfortable leaving them because the rabbits are new. So let's see if we have a better defender baby. Perhaps that is going to be our saving grace. Oh my. I hear a predator. See, this is why. Oh, I feel so much better. I feel so much better now that we're being attacked by a predator, you guys. Because Luvan would have been the only one with like attack of 2 to be able to defend us. So, oh, that makes me feel better. See, there's a point in trying to settle in and having some stronger children for just a second here. Did anybody happen to be born with a mutation? Istrisi here. Oh my goodness. All right, Relako. Isrico has been born healthy, and she has stinky tail genetics, and she has warning dots to make her look poisonous. She has a normal snout, ram horns, runner's leg, nimble finger, and she has spiky body. So if only we could get that spiky body with some claws, that may really help us out. Oh my gosh. Still wondering if we should have gone to the jungle, but we have to defend ourselves in the jungle, and I think our strongest defender is like Luvan or one of these others. Everybody just has like Koasani is one of our strongest defenders, and she only has like 3 attack. So thank you, predator. Thank you for coming and attacking my creatures, because I feel so much better at knowing that they wouldn't have been able to make it. Oh my gosh, and little Mies, she's been born with like the feeding from the bottom and duck legs and hemophilia. How did that happen? That's an unfortunate combination, little one. All right, so Milako, we need to start, I think what we're going to do is we're going to start separating the 2 groups of females into ones that we're trying to go offensive and defensive. And we're going to just strictly focus on trying to make sure that the babies born are, oh my gosh, look at Rovanvan. Holy days. He's got some cool stuff going on right here. He's got 6 speed, so he would have been a really good one. He might be one of the ones to go. Oh man, he has hemophilia though. He might be one of the ones to go to the next island. So I'm gonna give him a blue dot just in the middle, because I do want to go in like the next generation. So let's see. I don't think I'll send him over to fight just yet, but this is fantastic movement. Holy moly. I mean, oh look, holy moly, and he just got a mole. All right, and meanwhile, like Nukoko. I could have little Kirta go over and try to help out. He does have a couple attack, so he might come over as a young one and try to help defend the tribe. Man, the little groups, the little ones who were just born are actually a lot fiercer than I've been giving them credit for. We'll move Sissy down in here. I'm going to move Koasani over here to mate with him again. And then we could have her scooch this way in case she needs to help defend. And then let's see, I'm going to have Rococo. Who has she been breeding with? This guy? Well, let's go ahead and snag his genetics in case something happens. And then Milako. So Milako has had another child. Look at little Rusty. She's actually very pretty. Look at her, lean-bodied. Oh, and she's like a beautiful deer with those velvet paws. That is so cool. And then we've got this little one, Anasi, who has D and C. So yeah, I think we want to start trying to weave in some claws. We want to start weaving in either some claws or some berry pick. We've already got nimble fingers. I'm a mess, you guys. That's the truth of it. I'm just a mess. I don't know what we need to start weaving in, but I know we need some defenders. So you know what? I'm pretty sure we're always going to have some fast creatures, no matter what we do with our tribe now. Pretty sure we have at least done enough work to get to that point. And does her daughter happen to have the immunity D gene? Yes, we've got another one with the immunity D gene. Wonderful. And let's actually bring Jagar over here. I'm going to scooch her straight in. Jagar can come straight down here. They can go ahead and mate, and Jagar is going to try to help defend his tribe. And I think that this is one angry mama who would want to help try to defend her tribe too in just a second here. Can I have a nest on top of a bunny burrow? That would be amazing if I could. But I've got enough nests at the moment. And then let's go ahead, come over, gather up this food. You know what? Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good about this decision now. So I think what we're going to do is we are just going to focus on making strong creatures for defense. Because look at this. This carnivore showed up. I sent 4 creatures at him, and we haven't been able to take him out. That tells me something. That tells me we do need to have some stronger creatures. A lot of people were saying focus only on having really fast creatures. But if the apes live for like 80, 90 turns, then I don't think we can outrun them forever. I would rather turn around and try to fight back. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to focus on trying to prepare ourselves to be able to fight back. Let's grab Claw. Let's grab Spiky Body. Let's go ahead and see what happens with this chaos over here. I hear birds. Birds coming over here, looking at the wide assortment of delicious looking babies we currently have. I think everybody is safely protected. We're going to let this little guy, try his hand out. I have no idea if we've safely protected all of the babies. I hope we have. There's so many of them. I think that bird ran off because he wasn't going to be able to get them. Oh, look at that. We have one of the healing plants. Wonderful. So this is a little bit of a harder island. So we have upgraded. We have upgraded from the easy, peaceful island to a slightly harder island. And we are going to dig our heels in, and we are going to have as many of these strong babies as we possibly can. We will also try to make some fast babies and get stealth up and make sure that all of the creatures we send to the next island will have some sort of camouflage ability. But I am disappointed because we did all of that breeding and we were trying so hard to be able to get a move on and get out of here and have healthy creatures, and our efforts were thwarted. And yeah, that does suck. I will be one of the first ones to admit it. That is not part of what our plans were, and it's not the best feeling. And I totally understand if you guys are upset, and I'm just trying to do my best because I didn't want our tribe to get wiped out either. And people kept going, no, Seri, don't do it. Seri, you're gonna kill them all. So maybe this was actually for the best. We're gonna have to go ahead and just work on gathering up our resources and see. But all right, I am going to make it so that hopefully we just had another little group born, but nobody had any of the mutations that we're really looking for. Hopefully, oh, look at him. Oh, look at her even. Mamimi. She may be one of the ones that will be really great to take. Lean body, velvet paw, decently healthy genetics. She's got some sort of cover. She just doesn't have a fluffy tail. Mamimi, I like you. Let's try getting her into the grasses. Hiding in cover, she would need to be inside of a jungle biome, and that would actually give her some protection. So Mamimi, you may help us out. She has at least like the little deer look of the velvet paw, and she can still come over and help out with the collecting too. Hopefully I didn't just kill her by moving her too far away. Oh dear. Yeah, we've got to, oh dang it, I need to stop wasting turns and like, oh, Iluvon, you're hurt. No, Iluvon, we need your genetics. Yeah, I need to stop wasting turns moving everybody around, and we'll commit to it. I'm sorry this has been such a skedaddled episode. I've just been so flustered, and we're gonna work on defenders. And next time we'll snag some defenders, and then as soon as we have somebody who has like 5-6 attack, we will just pick the best of everybody else we've got, and we will go, because I am ready for some real adventure. And again, I'm so sorry we got stuck on this island. We've been stranded. But it's probably for the best for some of our creatures, and at least now we get to leave behind a little bit of the family who will always have a legacy here on this land. So we might as well make the best of it, like Swiss Family Robinson, yeah? Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!